Big Hero Gowcaizer!
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Shoreviewken Gowcaizer for the Neo Geo CD, also known as Voltage Fighter Gowcaizer. It was released in Japan and North America in 1995, and it's the second one-on-one fighter for the system to be developed by Technos, with the first one being Double Dragon. If you're not familiar with the game, you might be more familiar with the anime that was released as a tie-in. It was pretty good, and it was produced by the same animation studio as the 3 Fatal Fury OVAs. The plot is kind of nonsensical, but just keep in mind superpowers and boobs, and you've pretty much got the gist of it. Gowcaizer is a fairly standard fighting game for the most part. You have 10 characters to choose from, and in the single player mode you can actually face your opponents in whatever order you like. This is a 4-button fighter with 2 buttons for punching and 2 for kicking, and every character has an array of Street Fighter style special moves, and when your health is in the red you can perform a super attack, although they seem a tiny bit useless to me. For the most part, they're actually really difficult to land, but other than that, the game plays really well. The controls are tight and responsive, and the characters are quite varied. One cool feature in Gowcaizer is that after you defeat an opponent in single player mode, you have the option to take one of their special moves and add it to your own moveset. But you can only have one extra attack at a time. And just a word to the wise, I'd go for Shia's Ball Boy attack. It's just about the most spammable move in the game. Overall, Voltage Fighter Gowcaizer is a really fun fighter. I wouldn't put it on par with Street Fighter 2, but it's definitely one that I don't mind playing every so often. It regularly stops to load, assuming you're playing the CD version, but other than that, there's not much to complain about when it comes to the gameplay. This is a pretty good looking game. If nothing else, I can say that the stages are really colorful and detailed with a lot of background animation. They're really nice. The character sprites are large, and the designs of the characters themselves are pretty cool. You get everything from scantily clad women to an Ultraman clone. And the camera moves in and out as the fight goes on, just like in The Art of Fighting. Not many complaints with the visual design of the game, but I think it's trumped by the sound design. The soundtrack is really awesome, with pretty much every song being good. Most of them actually have vocal tracks, and it's pure, cheesy 90s anime goodness. I really like it. And of course, it's all CD quality. In fact, the soundtrack did get a separate release on CD. Overall, this is a well-made game, which is what I'd expect from Technos. So we've got some great visuals and sound design on top of some decent gameplay. So I definitely recommend this game to fighting fans that feel like they've already played everything out there, especially if you enjoy a lot of SNK's early 90s fighters, because this one really has a lot in common with those. Looking online, the US version goes for over $100, which I wouldn't recommend paying for it, but the Japanese version is typically no more than $40, and the Neo Geo CD is region free, so that's definitely the version to go for. There's even a PS1 port that also goes for about $40 on average, so you've at least got some options. If you're in need of a little fighting action coupled with laser beams, superheroes, robots, spirit animals, and a few bouncing cans thrown in for good measure, then I think Voltage Fighter Gowcaizer is exactly what you're looking for. Check it out.